Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a mock draft for the 2023 NHL draft here on Cap Friendly. So we'll get this thing started with the number one pick, Chicago Blackhawks. Obviously, I think they'll be picking the generational talent Connor Bedard. First overall, that he's projected to go number one in all the drafts. Everyone's draft fucking mock, actually. This is that good. I think he will definitely go number one tomorrow's draft. Looking forward to seeing him play in the NHL. Two, for the Ducks, I think they'll go forward Adam Fantilli from Michigan. Because he's like, in any other draft, I think he would go two. Or go one, actually, because he's just that good. Just Bedard, just really good. So I think the Ducks are getting a generational talent in Fantilli here at two. Number three, for Columbus, I think they'll go center Leo Carlson from Sweden. Had a really good year in Sweden this year. Putting up a bunch of points. I don't want to look how much points he has, but he had a lot this year. So I think he'll definitely be good for Columbus, playing center or wing. He could play both center or wing. Play with Johnson, Sillinger. They have a lot of young players. Can't wait to watch that team next year. Four, I think the Sharks will go winger Matvei Michkov out of Russia. He's just so good, even though he's not going to come into the league for a couple years. I just think that when he does come into the league, that's a player that the San Jose Sharks will definitely want to have in their future, because they're not going to be a good team for the next few years. So I think Matvei Michkov will make that team even better. Five, I think the Montreal Canadiens will go center Will Smith out of Michigan, because he's just that good. I think Will Smith would be that perfect center that Montreal is looking for the future. This is that good. Sorry for the light. I was just drinking some water. Yeah, Will Smith is just that he's a dynamic player. He's a good skater. I think he could do really good for Montreal in the future. Six, I have Arizona going forward Zach Benson from the Winnipeg Ice. He's a small player, but he's a really good skater, and I think that he'll benefit Arizona a lot in the future, playing with guys like Clayton Keller or Logan Cooley in the future. I definitely think that Zach Benson's the perfect choice. Seven, I have the Flyers going for David Reinbacher out of Austria. This is that defenseman that they need for the future, is that they don't have a lot of defensive prospects, that he can definitely be a good number one D-man in the future for the Flyers, especially in the rebuilding direction that they're going. Number eight, I have the Washington Capitals going forward Dalibor Dvorsky out of Slovakia. He's that perfect second line center that they could be getting, playing with Ovi in the future. He's definitely that guy that they will be looking for to help Ovi get that goal record. Perfect fit there in Washington. Number nine, I have Detroit going forward Oliver Moore from the University of Michigan. He's that player that electric out of Michigan. He had a really good year this year, putting up like 80, 90 points in the Michigan team. He's just a really good player that they would definitely want. Yeah, I think he'll go for sure. Number 10, I had the St. Louis Blues going winger Ryan Leonard out of the United States. That he's really good. I think he could benefit that team a lot in the future. This is that for sure. I think he'll go 10 to St. Louis. 11, I have my favorite team, the Vancouver Canucks, picking forward Andrew Cristall out of the Kelowna Rockets. He's a really good forward. He's from Langley, which is close to Vancouver, another hometown kid, so I definitely think the Canucks should go after him. He would be a really good winger in the future, playing alongside Petey or Kuzmenko or Miller, any of those guys. Can't wait to see him on this team if they draft him. 12, we have Arizona. I think Arizona will go defenseman Sandin Axel Polika from Sweden. He's a really good defenseman. I think Arizona going to need a little bit of defense for the future, so I for sure think Sandin Polika will be a good offensive defenseman for them in the future. 13, I have Buffalo going winger Colby Barlow. I think he'll be a really good winger in the future, playing alongside guys like Jack Quinn, Tage Thompson, guys like that. That'd be really good for them. So I think that'll be good. 14, the Penguins, I have them going forward Udard Sale from Czech Republic. I think he's a really good forward that they definitely need, playing alongside Crosby. Coming to the league the next couple of years to just to light it up. Can't wait to see him. 15, I have Nashville going forward Nate Danielson from Canada. A lot of slept on in this draft. I think he's a really good player that could benefit Nashville, especially if they trade a lot of guys like Ekholm, Yossi. Like, it'll just be good replace guys like that. 16, I have the Calgary Flames going forward Brandon Yager from WHL Moose Jaw. I think that could benefit them really well in the future, especially as guys want out like Backlund, Toffoli. He could be a perfect replacement for a guy like Lindholm. I could see him going there. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. I just did from 1 to 16. Can't wait for the draft tomorrow. Let me guys know what you think your mock draft is going to be. Peace.